Welcome everyone. Today we are diving deep into the core of leadership, what it truly means, and if it can be developed or can it be taught fully in a classroom setting. Leadership is not just about following a set of rules or a set of principles or a set of processes and memorizing stuff and executing. It's about growing through experience, navigating ambiguity, and then inspiring and influencing others to constantly learn from their successes and failures and improve over time. So, throughout this session, we will explore the essential principles of leadership, real life examples of world class leaders, and the stories of their successes like Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, Richard Branson, etc., and how these people practice the principles of leadership to come and become successful as leaders in the real life. Now, whether you're a junior employee in a company or you're a seasoned executive or you're running your own business, this discussion is going to help you build a clearer understanding of what it means to be an authentic leader in today's complex and complicated world. So let's get started on this journey of growth and learning in leadership. While certain leadership concepts and frameworks can be taught, real leadership is cultivated through practice and experience. Leadership requires navigating difficult decisions and dealing with complex situations, and finally learning from those successes and failures during executing these phases. So the ability to lead is actually honed through these experiences rather than a set of principles, etc. And these cannot be fully captured in training sessions or in instruction manuals. For example, take Indra Nooyi, the former CEO of Pepsi company, and she exemplifies this explanation that leadership is actually practiced and developed. So she didn't simply rely on leadership frameworks to guide Pepsi. Her leadership came from making tough, experience-based, rational decisions like steering the company towards healthier products, etc. So this was a challenging path for her, but it was her ability to learn from real-world experiences that made her a successful leader, proving that leadership is grown through hands-on experiences. It's needless to say, and you might have observed too, that leaders must have vision and foresight to guide others for a better future. But this involves thinking independently and setting ambitious goals. And that is probably taught in many management courses or leadership courses. But when there is no clear roadmap, one needs to do this to be a leader. So leaders have to look beyond what is immediately in front of them and then chart a course or a plan based on what they believe is best. And sometimes it can often be against the conventional thinking. Take, for example, Elon Musk. He demonstrated some visionary leadership when he founded SpaceX. So his goal was to make space travel more affordable. But there was a lot of skepticism around that. And then Musk's independent thinking and unwavering vision led to the development of reusable rockets. And therefore, this type of leadership shows how having a clear vision and thinking outside of the box can push teams to achieve what many believe as impossible. Leadership often involves making decisions in uncertain and ambiguous situations where there is no clear answer or there is no clear path. I've talked about embracing uncertainty in a different video. Please check it out. So leaders must rely on judgment, experience, and intuition to make the best possible decisions in the information that is available to them. So unlike management, which may rely on established procedures, leadership involves navigating the unknown and taking calculated risks based on immediately available information, and that might be most of the times incomplete. Take, for example, Angela Ahrendts, the CEO of Burberry. She had to make the decision to focus on digital innovation at a time when the luxury fashion industry was hesitant to embrace the e-commerce way of marketing. So she couldn't be sure that customers would adopt online shopping, but her decision to push the company towards digital transformation to a point where 70% of their marketing happens through digital marketing, and that positioned the brand of Burberry as an industry leader. And that's a prime example of leadership in ambiguity, where decisions are made on vision and instinct rather than on certainty. At its core, leadership is all about inspiring others to take action. So this involves motivating people to pursue a common goal, especially when the outcome isn't guaranteed. And that's how leaders lead. But leaders must also have the ability to influence others and getting buy-in from their teams and other stakeholders by sharing a compelling vision that the leaders firstly believe in. Nelson Mandela is a very powerful example of this. And he's a leader, he's also very popular, and he's a leader who inspired and influenced others. After years and years of apartheid, Mandela led South Africa through a peaceful transition, using his vision of reconciliation and unity to inspire millions of people. And he became an inspiration for millions of people outside of South Africa too. So rather than using force, he influenced people to come together for the greater good, demonstrating how leadership is about inspiring others to believe in a shared vision which was firstly envisioned by the leader himself or herself. Leadership is never a one-size-fits-all strategy. Each situation and individual who is leading is different. So that requires leaders to adapt their style to meet the needs of the people or the situation they are trying to lead and the challenges they are facing while leading. So effective leaders are pretty much flexible, able to adjust their approach based on the dynamics of the situation and the team and the environment they are working in. Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, demonstrated the capability or the adaptability that when he took the helm of Microsoft. So recognizing that Microsoft's competitive edge and the siloed culture was hindering innovation, so Nadella shifted the company's focus to empathy, collaboration, and a growth mindset. So this adaptability transformed Microsoft into a more cohesive and a more innovative organization. So Nadella's ability to lead and adapt his leadership style to the evolving needs of his company and the industry as a whole is a hallmark of effective leadership. Leadership is developed through experience. So the ability to lead effectively comes from years and years of dealing with complex challenges, making decisions, and learning from both successes and failures. So experience builds wisdom and judgment, and this allows leaders to anticipate problems and navigate uncertainty with a lot of confidence. So Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks, learned through experience and the actual importance of focusing on customer experience and brand value. So after he returned to Starbucks following a period of rapid and unchecked expansion, Schultz, who was also the founder of Starbucks, made the difficult decision to close hundreds and hundreds of stores to refocus on what made the brand actually successful in the first place. So his experience leading Starbucks through both good and bad times since he founded gave him the insight needed to make tough but definitely necessary decisions for the long-term health of this company. Great leaders are reflective learners. They regularly analyze their actions, learn from their mistakes, and seek proper feedback from others, making leadership a continuous learning process. So here, leaders refine their skills by reflecting on past experiences and seeking new ways to improve. Leaders who prioritize learning and growth are definitely more adaptable and effective in the long run. And adaptability is one of the most important factors which we discussed earlier. An example of reflective learning leaders is Ray Dalio, founder of Bridgewater Associates, and he's known for his principle called radical transparency, where mistakes are openly discussed and reflected to foster growth. Dalio regularly reflects on his decisions, embraces feedback, and encourages a culture of continuous learning within his organization. His leadership philosophy shows that leaders who are open to reflection and growth are better equipped to navigate complex challenges. He's also one of my favorite investors. Effective leadership is authentic. Leaders must leverage their unique strengths and personality to inspire others rather than trying to conform to another style or another leader, etc. So So principles can be imitated, but the style and the personality, you need to leverage it from your own unique strengths. So the best leaders are those who understand their own strengths, are self-aware, and use them to their advantage, therefore building trust and credibility by being true to themselves. One of the best examples of this is Oprah Winfrey. She built her empire by embracing her natural ability to connect with people and relate with people. So instead of conforming to traditional expectations of our TV hosts, she leveraged her empathy and curiosity to create authentic connections with her audience. And this authenticity was recognized by the audience, and that is what built her brand. And that also helped her inspire millions of people. And Oprah's leadership demonstrates the power of leveraging personal strengths to connect with, relate, and motivate others in her leadership style. Great leaders build strong relationships with their teams and stakeholders. They understand that leadership is not just about achieving results on the balance sheet, but also about fostering trust, loyalty, and collaboration. By building meaningful relationships, leaders can inspire a lot of commitment and performance from their teams. So, one of the best examples for this quality is Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group. He is a prime example of a leader who prioritizes relationship. Branson believes in empowering his employees and by creating a culture where the employees feel valued. And his famous mantra, that is, take care of your employees and they'll take care of your business, reflects his belief that strong relationships are the foundation of successful leadership. Branson's relationship-focused leadership has fostered loyalty and innovation through all the Virgin subsidiary companies. So this is one of the best examples of fostering relationships and those relationships being important to achieve the results of or the outcomes of your leadership. Leadership development thrives on feedback. Leaders who seek feedback from others, whether from their own teams or their stakeholders or peers, are better equipped to grow and adapt. Feedback helps leaders identify areas for improvement and refine their leadership strategies, making them more effective over time. One of the prime examples is Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. He's long emphasized the importance of feedback in his leadership. So his philosophy encourages leaders to stay open to feedback and constantly engage and refine their approach from the feedback received. And he also emphasizes to take feedbacks from his critics or from the leader's critics. So by embracing feedback, Bezos has ensured that Amazon remains innovative and customer focused, showing that the feedback is critical. It's a critical component for the company's growth. So there you have it. Leadership isn't something you can fully learn from a manual or a course. It's developed through real-world challenges and thoughtful reflection and a commitment to continuous improvement. So we have seen leaders like Indra Nooyi, Satya Nadella, Jeff Bezos. They learn not just from their successes but also from their failures and how they grew stronger with each experience. So whether it's adapting to new situations, inspiring your team, or leveraging your own personal strength, leadership is a journey that demands growth at every stage. So as you move forward, I want you to remember that leadership is not about being perfect. It's about being authentic, adaptable, and always willing to learn. So keep building relationships, embrace feedback, and most importantly, trust in your own ability to lead with vision and with integrity and with consistency. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of leadership. Keep growing, keep leading, and keep making an impact. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. Until next video, see you and take care.